I'm literally getting post-nut clarity after that combo. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might oil up and start twerking on the screen. I don't know how to feel. Mortal Kombat 1 just dropped its biggest patch, and today I'm gonna show you everything you need to know, because there is a lot. Like, some cameos in this game are pretty much unrecognizable now. Others have stayed the same, which makes this game in this weird state where it's never been before, where it feels like there's like 5 cameos that are actually good instead of just being Chameleon or Stryker. And on top of that, I'm gonna be showing you some of the craziest combos, and I'm not trying to get you excited. I genuinely mean it. These are some of the craziest combos I have ever seen in Mortal Kombat, period. So let's get right into it. 120 gigabytes? What am I downloading? What could possibly be this important? Also, if I missed anything, let me know, because you know it's day 1 of the patch. I'm not gonna be able to figure everything out, and you guys probably know more than me. But if you find something out that I don't know, I'll give you a nice little smooch. Also, like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow in more ways than one. First of all, a lot of the safety cameos did get kind of cooked. I mean, I wouldn't say cooked. They pretty much have a counterplay to them. I mean, this actually has been in the game for the longest time, but it's just now useful because let's say somebody does go for an unsafe move, you can now uppercut them, spend 2 meters, and get 4 hits of armor. So even if he has Kano, this will give me a free punish. And as you see, it does not scale at all. It does cost 2 bars a meter, but it does not scale whatsoever. Was one of the best changes they could have made, because honestly, if you use safety cameos and you think you're good at the game, you're not. I'm just playing. You can play how you want. We're gonna start with the cameos, because if we don't start with the cameos, when I start showing you the characters, it's gonna be really weird, and you're not gonna understand a lot of it. Out of the 20 cameos, 8 have been changed. There's been a new cameo, Farah. Out of the 8 changes, 6 of them are pretty big, and then 2 of them are kind of minor. And I'm gonna tell you right now, and let me make a prediction here, 3 of the cameos I'm gonna show you today might be the top 5 cameos in this game after this patch. So let's start at the top, and let's start with Darruis. One of the cool things about Darruis, and I'm just gonna start calling Darruis P. Diddy, because he's quite literally the P. Diddy of this game now. To start it off, you can actually start regenning his cameo meter. As you see right there, it takes the entire cameo bar away. But if you end up completing the entire moveset with the little twister kicks, it's gonna regen half of your cameo bar, which is pretty damn good for a cameo that leads to huge damage. But that's not even the crazy part about Darruis. First of all, he did get a new move. That's pretty cool. If I was Reptile, I'd honestly be turned on right now. But let's get to the really crazy stuff. So before, whenever you're in a combo, Darruis would come out and he would give you this nice little overhead. Now he gives you a low also. It's pretty much a 50-50, but with some characters, especially like Shao, you know how much ass I'm gonna be spanking? Just check this out. You can actually get full combos off of this like 10 times easier. I'm just saying, bro, that's a little crazy. If I get hit by that, I'm throwing my console out the window. Moving on to Cyrax, nothing really chopper-wise got, you know, anything different. It still takes the entire bar. What's actually different about him is his bomb. He has a whole new state, and as you see, I'm jumping, I'm pressing RB. He only detonates on command. His bomb is still a summon move, but as you see up top, he has a whole different bar just for the bomb, and I can move around, I can press RB and everything. And on top of that, you can like move him wherever you want on the screen. And then you can detonate him on command too with down cameo. And there are so many things just at the top of my head I can think of, which I'm kind of excited to do with Cyrax. But let's move on to the next cameo. Okay, so now here's where we start getting into the crazy territory. Sektor is very interesting. First of all, his little missile he has gives you way better pop-ups. It's just a nice little addition. Let's be honest, his missiles were not even used for combos, and they're continuously not going to be used for combos. What is going to be used for combos is he shoots 2 missiles, and which is not significant, but the fact is it actually restands you and makes you do a lot of damage. So we're going to go full screen and check this out. Like 465 full screen is actually crazy. That is insane. Getting hit by that is almost as bad as getting a wedgie in front of everybody you know. Yeah, he also gets grab combos with about like 90% of the cast, which we'll get into a little bit later. Now, Frost is interesting. None of her moves really changed. The orbs are still the same. She still has the same exact thing. She has a new move, which is an ambush, which pretty much gives you a corner. And I think this can be broken if you like pounce right at it with any move. So like with Homelander's laser, it's not gonna work. Thankfully, I'm gonna kiss Ed Boo's toes for that. Matter of fact, I'll kiss every single employee for Mortal Kombat's toes for not letting Homelander get that. But for regular bounces, she's actually really great. For instance, if you were to end a combo, right? Now you have the corner, and you can pretty much get your corner combo. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. And on top of that, I think you could do this off of grabs. Yeah, that's nuts. That's kind of crazy. You get 40% damage with Sub-Zero with a corner combo in the middle of the screen. Do you realize how many controllers that move is gonna break? This is a quick one. Pretty much his wave got a little bit of a buff, where the wave now is +7 on block. It has a lot of pushback. But for someone like Kitana, I don't think it's gonna matter much. But this can get really dangerous in the corner, where there's literally nothing you can do because it's +7. And I can do this twice, keep in mind. If you look up, it has a really, really fast refresh rate. Now, Farrah's gonna get a video to herself, so I'm not gonna go over Farrah that much. But she's pretty good. I don't think she's gonna be like top tier unless you're the few characters that can utilize pain and gain inside of combos. This is unblockable. And let's look at the damage on what this does. If you were to do this in the middle of a combo, do you realize the potential? Bro, that is insane. That is insane. Now this one's pretty minor, so we're just gonna keep it short. Pretty much his teleport change, where you can pick where you want to warp to. So that's behind him, that's regular. This is the medium range. There's also a very far range, and that's the crazy part. This would be actually ideal for Gearus. I think it's a really solid change. It's nothing crazy, but at the same time, this is just a nice little utility to have for some characters. Now Goro is where we get to the nice little juicy parts. It's like biting into the best part of the burger. You know what I'm talking about, the one without the edges. And this dude quite literally might have some of the coolest combos you can do because of simply this. And the amount of damage it does, and you can pretty much move around and do whatever you want. Look at that, 303 by pressing 2 buttons. That's insane. He can also go into his scoop, which, I mean, that's not going to be as cool as the punch walk, because the punch walk is going to give you the nice little damage. Like, bro, tell me that's not the coolest thing you've ever seen. That's not even that optimal. Let me show you how crazy you can actually get. Like, that is insane, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, I creamed. I absolutely nutted. I know you guys did too, but you guys gotta clean it up because we're not done yet. That pretty much concluded all the cameos, so now we're gonna move on to the characters. Out of the main roster, there's really not much to talk about. There's about like 4 different characters that got changes. Scorpion got kind of nerfed and buffed at the same time. His first back 3, the first hit of the back 3 is a mid now. It's not a low. But you can special cancel out of it. Like, bro, that's pretty much full screen. That's a pretty good buff. I really like it. And his meter burn teleport got like a bit of a change. I personally cannot tell you what it is, except it combos now. Is that what it is? But the unfortunate part is that Darruis is not going to be like even remotely good with him anymore because it's a mid now. There you go, guys. That's all I do. All I do is cook. You know what I mean? You give me 10 minutes with any ingredients in the world, and I can unpants anybody in the world. Bro, Goro's the actual cheat code. This dude's gonna get patched like tomorrow morning. The new stream Lee got is right there, and it's pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. It is a mid launcher, which is kind of crazy. Nice little 23% off a grab. Not bad at all. I don't know. I actually don't know much about Lee Mei. That's all I can cook up. I already showed you the Sektor buffs for Quan Chi while I was showing off Sektor, so we're not even going to go after Sektor. We're going to go after the other ones and see how this actually affects him. Now, this is kind of a nerf at the same time because this combo that I used to do with Quan Chi is really, really hard to pull off now. Or I wouldn't say hard, it's just a little weird. And that's not possible anymore where you just let go. But the big thing is that Quan actually got a mid kick. If you look, you can't really special cancel it. It is 17 frames. It's, you know, it's not the fastest move, but it's a mid and it's gonna keep people check from this kick right there, which can be special canceled. And I don't know if they can actually walk forward with this, so let's try that out. This is only gonna catch people like crouching. They're crouching the kick. Oh, they can't crouch that one. It does give him a nice little mind game though, because obviously you're not going to be able to walk while his skulls are in the ground, especially when he has this thing. Frost was already a really good cameo for Quan in many ways. The damage was crazy, the mix-ups were even better, and now she's even better because of her new ambush move. First of all, look at the damage you were already getting, around 47% off full screen. And if anybody knows anything, once you're in this yellow portal, you pretty much just have to get your butthole ready, because aside from the fact, even if you could just end a combo with the Frost wall and then put this up, like bro, that is the scariest thing a man can experience that's not erectile dysfunction. Oh my god, guys, that was one of the coolest things I think I've done in my life. Bro, I'm about to fucking do the thug shake oiled up. I'm not even gonna lie. Did you guys see that? Do you see what I'm doing on this? There is no way that works. There is no way that works. But again, you can just have this out and then go for the grab. I'm kind of speechless, I'm not gonna lie. Nitara got pretty decent buffs too. First of all, her dive kick is a meterless launcher now, which is crazy. And the meter burn one is that one, and which is completely safe. As you can see, it's -5. There's no way you're getting punished. And this move is actually cancelable into any air hit. So you can go into the little bite move. All right. So that's absolutely insane. 660% for quite literally one of the easiest combos I've done in my life. That speaks for itself. And this is why I think that this game, they're gonna have a patch tomorrow morning where it's gonna nerf Goro to the ground, because you know how Shao has a command grab, right? Well, check this out. That's off of a command grab, by the way. You guys realize how stupid that is? I mean, this is my main character, so we're gonna keep it on the low. Nobody tell anybody about this. This is kind of crazy, though. I'm not gonna lie. All the biases aside, that's kind of crazy. Shao does not need that. But if they're gonna give it to us, I'm just gonna take it. You know what I mean? Oh my god, Ed Boon, I have broken your game. Ed Boon, what did you make me do, Ed Boon? Whoa, what did you make me do? that was a mid-screen combo, by the way. Damn near 60%. I quite honestly don't even know how to feel. A part of me loves it, and then the other part of me is kind of scared. There's actually a very cool thing you can do with Mileena now, and this string right here with the overhead actually can turn into a full combo just like this. Like 38%. That's not bad. That's not bad. Dude, She just got 25% off a grab. Dude, do you realize I'd lose my shit if that was gone against me? Bruh. I just got almost 60% damage off of 2 minutes of labbing. You Mileena mains are gonna go crazy. I feel like Goro's gonna be the first person to get nuked into the ground in this game since Cyrax. I wouldn't be surprised if I wake up tomorrow and Goro's not even a cameo anymore. He's just a sidekick on the background. They're gonna remove this man, they're gonna strip his clothes down, and they're never gonna make this guy ever appear in a Mortal Kombat again after the shit that we're about to see in this next coming weeks. I really hope the game keeps going this direction, because this is the direction I want to take. This is what I call the new era, you know what I mean? But if you like this video, I'm gonna put some videos up on the screen that you may enjoy, and join the Discord and show me what you got.